It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we have a Lidl Hatherwood Craft Beer Company, the Purple Panther Porter, coming in at 5% ABV in a 500ml bottle. There's the look of the bottle, there's the bottle cap. Looks like it's number 5 in the series. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Ooh. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. One to two finger, slightly off-white head, jet black beer in the glass. Yeah, it looks very much like a porter. A little bit of light bleeding through at the bottom of the glass there. It's kind of what we're looking at here is the colour of the beer. It's more like a very dark mild, this porter. Yeah, it's nicely carbonated. I would say it was a clear beer. With it being black is very difficult to really know. Let's get the aroma. Oh, lots of roasted malt coming through on this one. Bit of tobacco smoke there. Chocolate, coffee, caramel, richness coming through. Whoa, smells fantastic. Raisin, plum, fig, prune. And all for a beer that cost about £1.20 as of March 2020. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Plum, fig, prune, raisin. A little bit of a thin mouthfeel, but I mean, hey ho, it's great money. It's a great beer for the price, for that £1.20. Lots of roasted malt coming through. A little bit of sweetness to begin with. Nice balance to the beer. So we got two aspects of the roastedness coming through, two aspects of the bitterness. Bitterness coming from the roasted malt, and also bitterness coming from the wonderful hops that they've added to the beer. And that's kind of translating into plums and figs and prunes. That's the malt, the roasted malt, giving off all them coffee, caramel flavours, bitter chocolate. And then when you add the hops to that, then there's so much going on that it works with the roasted malt to create vinous type flavours. I needed this today. We're posting this, we're reviewing this beer on, I think it's the 17th. I think it's the 17th of March 2020. We all know what's going on. I spent my morning this morning visiting a restaurant, a brewery and a pub. The video's doing rather well, check it out. I'm just basically talking to these people about the lack of support that's going on at the moment with the question is please avoid, or avoid if possible, or yeah, no, I think it's please avoid, isn't it? That's what I've used. Please avoid the pub, please avoid the restaurant, please avoid the brewery. I mean, not an outright kind of ban, and there's a lot of mixed, a lot of people kind of understanding and agreeing with what I'm saying, and then one or two understandably kind of worried. I understand that. I'm not a fool. This virus is going to harm a lot of people. It's going to hurt a lot of people. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of deceased as well, which is not great. But at the same time, I'll give you the reasons why I made the video today. The video I made today was because I personally think we're going to enter a depression over all of this, unless the governments are very careful. And generally in depressions, people always will decease as well, and that'll be the poor. The poor, there'll be a lot of starvation and whatnot. So the reason why I made the video today is to try and get a bit of sense, trying to get a bit of... I don't think things will be normal for a long time. But the pub needs to survive. The cleaner needs the pub. The barman needs the pub. The guy who works as an engineer fixing pumps the beer engines, as they call them. When they break down, they have a bit of work. And the people who make carpets for pubs, and the people who work behind the bar, and the people who brew the beer, and the people who work in the growing malt and hops and cultivating yeast in labs. There's so many jobs and livelihoods that depend on it, and I shown myself out. I went out and I supported the industry today by making the video and putting my full support in behind the industry. Yeah, check out that video. What did I call it? Something like I visit a pub, a restaurant and a bar. If you put that into the search engine in Google, or if you put it into the upload search engine on YouTube, you'll be able to find it. But yeah, I needed this beer today. I really needed this. It's the end of the day. It's been a long day following all the news and following everything else that's going on. Worried for my fellow... Worried for everybody really, but worried for people in the industry generally. The industry that I love. Let's rate this beer. Almost feels like a responsibility, a bit of a burden, a bit of a weight on my shoulders. I promised myself going into this beer review that I wouldn't talk about today, and I would just focus on the beer review. But such is what's going on. I felt like I had to talk, you know, get it out there. And then again, what that Robert Peston said, I just absolutely kind of calmed down after that as well. Rating for the Purple Panther Porter, 5% ABV. I like it enough to give it... It's an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Lidl Craft Beer. Could be slightly better if it had a little bit more body. But yeah, perfectly acceptable beer. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.